Welcome to Texarkana College's Jenzabar e-learning LMS training course, lesson number 3. In lesson 3, you will learn how to add events to the course calendar, create a course syllabus using the sample syllabus template, and set up your syllabus portlet. I have divided this lesson into two videos. The first will cover adding events to the course calendar, and then the second video will cover the syllabus. I want to make sure that I have my course open. I have my practice course open that I'm using for demonstration purposes. There's actually two different ways that you can add something to the course calendar. One of them is when you create an assignment, it automatically puts it into the course calendar. The second way is to go over and create an event by clicking on the course calendar portlet. We will cover both of these. So we're going to start off with creating an assignment. I'm going to create an assignment. So I go to coursework and I add an assignment, and I'm just going to do the basic format, and I will call this history test. And I will leave it in unit 1 and it'll be required, and let's make it a chapter quiz here. I need a due date, so I'm going to put a due date of May the 5th. And here is where you can hide the assignment so it will not show up on the calendar. The default is left unchecked, so anything that you leave unchecked here will show up on the calendar. So I want this to show up on the calendar. So I'll have it and say I have this due at 6:55 p.m. I want to show it now. I'm going to grade it out of 10 points, and then I'm not going to put any options or anything in it right now because I just want to show you what it looks like on the calendar. So I will hit save my new assignment. And then if I go back to my start here portlet, notice that there it is, Thursday, May the 5th. History test is due. Click on it and I can view the assignment. There's nothing there because I didn't put anything in it. But it starts on May the 5th, ends on May the 5th at 6:55. Now, the view that the student will see, if I go back to the start here and I change this to the student view, the student sees pretty much the same thing. Thursday, May the 5th, it will have all their assignments listed, unless you go back and after your assignment's over, you can go back and edit it and put a little check in that box that says hide it from your calendars, and they'll go away. Otherwise, everything's going to show up for a specific time period. Now, the student can also view the full calendar and notice that April, there's some stuff I'd put in for April, but if they go to May, there is my exam or history test that I just put in. They can click on that. They can actually view the assignment, tell them that it's open, that it's due, and if it was actually an assignment in there, it would let them go to it from here. But since I didn't put anything in, there's nothing there for them. But that's the student view. They see pretty much what the faculty member does. So I'm going to go back. Well, that's going to take me back to the assignment list. But I'll go back to my start here. Now, anytime you, again, put an assignment in, unless you put that little check in that box that says hide the assignment, it will show up in the assignment calendar. Now, the other way that you can add things to the calendar is to go over actually to the course calendar. And usually these are going to be items that you add that are not graded. Say the college has something going on, and you want to announce it, that Tex Rep's doing a play on a certain date, or President Russell's going to do something on a certain date, or you've got the spring fling or the fall fest. You can actually go over here to the course calendar, click on it. It comes up to the month view, and I need to go back to my faculty view, because when I get back to my faculty view, I can click on add an event. And I want the name of the event. Let's say President Russell is going to have a little town hall meeting with the students. So, President Russ Town Hall Meeting. And it's going into my calendar. I can put a description in. President Russell will meet with students to discuss any item they wish. At, say, 3 p.m. on Friday, April 29th. And it's got a start date. So when do I want the meeting to start and end? And I just said it's going to be 3 p.m. on Friday the 29th. Now, if I leave this at today's date, it will actually list it on the day and run it all the way through the 29th. So I want the start date and the end date to be the same. So if the meeting is on April the 29th, I want to change this to April the 29th, and it starts at 3 p.m. So I can choose my 3 p.m. It's not an all day event, and say it's going to be over with at 4 p.m. I'll choose my end time. And if it's something that I want repeated, I can do that if I click on the repeats button. How often do I want this repeated? Do I want it repeated every day, or do I want it repeated every other day? Or actually, I can put it on a specific date. But I'm going to leave that unchecked because I just want it to show up on the day that it's happening. And where will the event take place? Say, great room of the Student Center. And then all I have to do is hit add an event. And then if I go, then it shows up here at 3 p.m. President Russell on the calendar. If I click on it, it tells me what's going on and when it's going on and where it's going on. And then I could go back and edit the event there if I wanted to. If I wanted to delete the event, I could. Now, what the student will see, let's go back and switch this to student view. The student sees basically the same thing. It comes up to the month calendar. Now, students can view this calendar several different ways. They can view it by the month, which is what you see here. They can view it by the week. And here's April the 24th to the 30th. And there it shows 3 to 4 on Friday the 29th, town hall meeting with President Russell. Or they could view it by the day. And this is Thursday, April the 28th. And to change dates, all you would have to do is click the arrow, and there it goes to the 29th. And it shows everything that's in there. There's the meeting with President Russell. If they look at it by the day, or if they want to look at a list of events that are going on. These are different things that I had plugged in previously. But there's Friday, April the 29th. They could click on that. It takes them to the day view. And again, they can go backwards or forwards, or they can choose a date range. If they want to just come up here and pick a specific date, April the 29th, it'll bring up just the 29th. Or if they want to do May The 12th, I think I had some stuff too. There it is, May the 12th. So they can jump back and forth on the calendar by clicking on the date range, the student can. So that's basically all there is to the course calendar. Again, if you create something in coursework and you don't want it to show up on the calendar, be sure to click that little box that says hide it from the calendar. Otherwise, it will show up. Or you can go in and put an event in on the course calendar. Fairly easy. I like using the course calendar. That way, when the student clicks on the course, it always comes up to the Start Here page. They can see things in the calendar over at the top right, the way I have mine set up, and it makes it easy and it gives them an easy reminder. And that's all there is to the course calendar. Thank you.